Yeah, yep. We were just coming down the road, and I see this animal, like a medium brown animal, walking across the road. Not really hurrying, but like kind of trotting along. When I came up on him, I slowed down so I didn't hit the animal, and it definitely stood about this tall, and it was kind of not trotting, but skulking across the road, kind of quickly, but not running by any means. And it didn't hesitate, it went right into the woods, and it just disappeared.
Yeah, I was a good 50 feet behind her.
Yeah.
And the moment I saw it, I knew it was a cat. You know, and because you can just tell, like, the way it was, you hate using words like prowling, but it was prowling, you know, just kind of trotting, and it was walking a lot with its shoulders, and it wasn't like in a hunting kind of stance, but it was low. It was just a low walking animal, and it seemed to, you know, its legs moved in unison. You know, when its front left went, its back right went, and it was just, the same kind of pace. I instantly looked at its tail because, you know, its tail was not wagging, its tail was bobbing as it walked. So like you could just tell that it was a cat, and it was big. And then I went right to the head of the animal. I think that's natural, I think, to look at the head of something, and it was a smaller, you know, it's rounder head, you know, and I pulled over, and not really thinking that it would jump out at me, I guess, but I pulled over, and I'm looking for a track, and I had my cell phone out to take a picture, and I did find a track. I took a picture of that, and then it was only 3 feet from the track. There was some interesting scat. And then through looking at the internet and whatnot, trying to ID the print, we saw a picture of the scat online, which matched it. You know, well, I think 1 for 1. So then we came back and collected it. You know, I feel like CSI investigator. Just, you know, I've seen coyotes. You can't live in Russell, New York, and not see coyotes or deer, you know, or even like a coy dog. Like, my parents had a bear on their front porch eating, you know, like, I guess you know what animal, I've hunted my whole life, you know what animals are. This thing, instantly, like, I didn't really know what it was, which was odd, you know, because you're like, what is that brown thing moving? But it didn't take long for you to ID it as a cat. I don't know, my whole joke is we both went to Edwards Knox, home of the cougars, you know. We have a stuffed cougar in a glass case that we've looked at for 13 years of our life in and out of school. So it's like, you know what they look like. And I mean, I'm fairly 100% certain that that's what we saw, and I hope the evidence, if someone can get that tested, I'd love to know.